So we are at a site near Bristow, which is just northwest of Dartmoor National Park, and we're planting a 4-hectare field, which has been used for stock grazing and is now being put over into a new woodland. Clearly we've got a climate crisis at the moment. Something we can do is plant trees to help sequester carbon, but also we have a biodiversity crisis, so planting trees, creating woodland is of great benefit for that. The average woodland cover across Europe is close to 30%, and in England at least it's about 13%. So we can do a lot more to create more woodland cover. The objective is to get 34,000 trees out of the nursery and planted. That's not all planted by us, but they are all seeds that have been grown in the nursery from local provenance. The trees are obviously grown in the nursery from seeds, so they're processed and they're usually cell grown. And then when they come out to site, they are taken out and they're put into a bag that gives them a kind of dark, moist environment, so you put a bit of water in with the bag. Ideally, they wouldn't be in that bag for more than 2 or 3 weeks. If they're going to be in that bag more than 2 or 3 weeks, we would heel them in. So we'd dig a trench and we'd kind of plant them on site all together. And that way they could stay for a year. But ideally, we wouldn't want them in the bag more than 2 or 3 weeks. We've got 4,800 or so trees going in a kind of naturalistic mosaic pattern. And we've got about 10 different species going in. So we've got a mixture of shrub species and canopy species, all native and all kind of native to the site as well. So we're trying to plant in this kind of naturalistic way, but because the site will be surrounded by a 1.8 metre deer fence, we'll have natural colonisation happening as well. So the woodland will, over time, develop in the way that it wants to. So it might look like we are planting very close together, and we are. But yeah, we have to think of this as we're actually creating a woodland, not planting individual trees. So over time, you know, in 20 years' time, 30 years' time, maybe a third or half of these trees may have died off, but that they will have been benefiting the trees that are left. They will nurse them to help them grow kind of straight and tall. Trees like to grow with other trees. And they'll also help to suppress the field layer, so the grass underneath, and help each other with competition from other plants. What Moor Trees does is partly, you know, plant trees and increase woodland cover, but also involve communities, individuals, and other organisations in promoting woodland creation. You know, in doing that, hopefully we give people some meaning, something to come out to, and feel like they're actually contributing to helping to fight the climate crisis, but also, you know, somewhere to meet and be around like-minded people and have a nice day in nice weather, at least today. We have volunteers who've been coming for nearly 20 years, and they keep coming back, which is fantastic. But we've also had volunteers who have only recently started coming. There's no big commitment. You can come for a morning. You don't have to be here all day. We don't expect anything of you apart from, you know, have fun.